On this episode of TQA Weekly, I talk about blogs and how to use them to maintain your New Year's resolution through fruition. My name is Steve Smith. This is TQA Weekly. If ever you have any questions, comments, suggestions, and or horror stories for your computer, you can always email me at ask@tqaweekly.com. You can go to my website, tqaweekly.com, and either use the contact form to send me your questions or comment to each particular episode as they come onto the website. And of course, if you're watching on one of many websites I post to every single week, except last week because it was a holiday, you can always do it down below. This episode of TQA Weekly is brought to you by ProXPN. ProXPN is a virtual private network that allows you to use the internet the way it should be, anonymously and without oversight. For 20% off your brand new account, by the way, for the entire lifetime of your account, go to proxpn.com/podcast and use the coupon code TQAWEE. That helps out the show a lot. Anyway, today's topic is all about your New Year's resolution. Now, a lot of people have trouble keeping it, following through, have difficulty with it, or just drop out because they don't have enough help doing it. Now, I do have a very particular suggestion for many of you that are in this kind of predicament, where you need somebody else to listen, or people to answer your questions, to give you advice, or for you to just share your thoughts, because that is usually soothing enough to the soul that you will in fact help yourself continue on the way to achieving your goals this year. And this is the blog. The blog was once just a text medium where you got to share your thoughts, your experiences, your opinions, and even ask questions and comment on stuff. Now it is so much more. You can have text, you have photos, you have audio, and you have video. You can use a combination of all of these to create something that is yours, that helps soothe your soul, that allows you to attain your goals, and to create a community of like-minded and like-oriented people that are basically surrounding one ideal, your opinions, your experiences, your wants and needs. Therefore, today I'm going to help you out with this one particular topic, which, by the way, I am making one for myself, which is going to come out very soon. And the first thing we need to know is, how are you going to start this blog? Well, you have to understand a few things, and this is even while I'm programming my own, because I'm a hard-coder programmer and I know how to do this. But for the grand majority of people, it should be customizable easily. It should be portable, just in case you want to change place, and it has to be user-friendly at the very least. And you may want the option to generate revenue in the future, but I'll talk about that a little later. So where should you start? Well, you need to know what you're going to be most comfortable with. Many people on the internet are fine with text, but you will never catch them taking a picture of themselves, doing video of themselves, or even speaking into a microphone for audio. But if you're one of those who only want to do text, you can use Blogger and WordPress. These are two free services that offer something that is easy to customize, portable, and user-friendly. All you have to do is to register to those websites and start selecting a theme and start writing. Now, if you're interested in taking photos, having a photo blog, let's say you have a mobile phone or a tablet. You can use Instagram or Tumblr. Both are easy to use, both are free, and both have mobile application for virtually all important mobile platforms. If you're interested in recording your thoughts as voice, maybe possibly making a podcast like I have, you might want to use WordPress with a podcast widget. It will help you out to actually get this developed and pushed to iTunes, which can allow you to get a lot more of a community and people to come to your website. You can use Audacity, which is a free and open source application that allows you to record audio and even edit it. And by the way, I used it to create the first 9 episodes of this show a really long time ago. So 3.5 years ago. If you're interested in doing a video blog, YouTube is what most people are going to tell you. Why? Well, they've had ages to perfect this. And I'm using the word perfect very loose. They have the ability to record video straight from the browser. No special software required. You can edit a tiny bit. You can use your webcam or video camera or anything, and hopefully a decent mic. Doesn't need to be high-end cardioid microphones that only record specific sounds. You can use just about every mic. Just make sure that doesn't capture the ambient sound as much as possible, but you can use that. You can record using other software. I use Debut to record the video of the show and get your show onto things like blip.tv, which I'm also on. You can post it to WordPress with podcast plugin and have it on iTunes as well. You can do a whole bunch of cool stuff with it. You're not normally restricted to just YouTube. It's just one of the most popular ones on the internet. All of those, by the way, are free or almost free. Now, where should you set up your blog? If you're not interested in spending any money, the links are going to be in the show notes of this episode, and you will be fine with that, because the only thing that will limit you to is the less ability of generating revenue out of your show, which many of you will not be able to necessarily generate revenue out of your blog, because you have to put work into it. And this is one of the things you're going to have to understand about this. This becomes just another step to your life, something that you have to follow through yourself as well. But when you do, you will achieve your other goals at the same time, because this will help you. For those willing to put the work into it and willing to put a little bit more cash into it, $5-6 a month, something like that, you'll be able to host your own blog, do what you want with it, and generate your own revenue out of it in the future when you have a big enough community of people following you, interested in what you have to say. And that is when you'll be able to do something really cool. You'll be able to supplement or even replace your current income completely with your blog. So for those who are wondering, is it worth putting money into it? Are you hardworking? Are you interested in doing this? Are you having a big enough community? Are you willing to do a little bit more work for it? Yeah, it is worth it. I can tell you from experience, it is worth it, and it allows you to do more with your blog. You have more control. You're not fixed by rules and regulations of those companies that I have previously named. You get access to the stuff in your show, in your blog, in your podcast in the future, and you get to decide what happens with it, whether you delete the episodes or you leave them there. You finally become the boss. So why should you monetize your blog? Well, for those who are going to say sell out, well, you can just turn off the show. I don't want to listen to you. For those who are interested in why you monetize a blog, well, because you need to supplement your pay. You need to pay for the hosting because you're interested in that, and the people listening or reading or watching you are interested in what you had to say. People that are of like minds will be interested in the same stuff as you. So as long as the ads are not annoying, not positioned in an annoying way, or the sponsors are not placed in an annoying position in your shows, you'll be fine. You'll do great. You will supplement a bit. You may not necessarily be rich, but you will make a little cash on the side that will help pay for your website and maybe a coffee or two or something like that, or more in the future. Some of you may very well become rich or richer or debt free from doing this, and that is really cool, and I wish all the great luck to you. The last detail, though, the most important, is syndication. What is syndication and why do you care? Syndication is often referred to as the multiple appearances of said information all over the internet. In our case on the internet, we use RSS. It allows people to be told that you have new articles, new blogs, new videos, audios, and stuff. Since they know there's something, they will come to your website. And think about it this way, they had to subscribe to this to get that information, which means they came to your website, they're interested in your content, they subscribe to you, and once they are subscribed, they are willing to come back and listen to your show. So syndication is the ability to allow your show to appear in multiple different places and to allow people to know that you have more information, that you have more entries that people will be interested in reading. And this allows you to have traffic that comes back, that returns, that is also positive for your future monetization methods. So whether it be banners or sponsors or whatever it is, it is. And just as a last point of detail, and something that I often tell people that want to start blogs, is 2 things you need to remember about them. Be truthful and forthcoming. If you're a liar, you're not forthcoming with the information, nobody is going to interface with you correctly on the internet. You will have trouble with your communities. You will never have anything stable. If you're honest and forthcoming, your audience will come and you will have a better experience out of your blog, and more of this will happen for you. You'll have a bigger community and you will have the opportunity to decide whether monetization for you is a positive thing or not. But then that is up to you. And by the way, speaking on the word of monetization, the great people of ProXPN make it possible for me to get my show onto the internet straight to you, willing to listen to me. And this is something I believe in, that I use. So just bear with me for a moment. Now more than ever, your online freedom and privacy are under threat. Governments and ISPs want to control what you can or cannot see on the internet while keeping a detailed record of everything you do. Plus, that free Wi-Fi at the coffee house or airport terminal is putting you at risk because your passwords and sensitive data can be intercepted more easily than you might think. You go to a coffee house, you use their unencrypted internet, you go to an unencrypted website, you log in, people can use Fireship to steal your sessions and impersonate you on the internet. ProXPN is a global VPN virtual private network that works with almost any internet connection, creates a secure encrypted tunnel through which all your online data passes back and forth. Any online application can work with ProXPN, including your web browser, email, file sharing, and instant messaging programs. ProXPN keeps everything you do online hidden from prying eyes, disguising your physical location and giving you unfettered access to any website or online service no matter where you live or travel to. By the way, for those who have people tracking your content on your network, you can use this to disable trackers who can actually only read plain text, so it won't be able to see in that kind of traffic. Complete online privacy with 48-bit encryption key and 512-bit encryption tunnel. Works with OpenVPN or PPTP. You get to choose. For those in the US, protects yourself against the ISP 6 strikes rule. Bypass internet filtering and blocked websites. Geographical restrictions for internet content and online video with worldwide service in the US, UK, Asia, and more. ProXPN's software for Windows and Mac offers advanced controls, allowing you to select the programs or ports you want to anonymously route through ProXPN servers. And ProXPN also works with your iOS or Android device, allowing you to use your data plan or public corporate Wi-Fi with complete and total privacy on the go, no app required. And by the way, they do have apps now for iOS and Android. They have also a really cool 24/7 customer support. All you need to do is to go to proxpn.com/podcast for more information and to sign up. TQA weekly watchers and listeners also get a free 30-day risk-free trial. Remember to visit proxpn.com/podcast and sign up with the coupon code TQAWEE. Why? Because ProXPN premium accounts are normally $9.95 a month or $74.95 for the entire year if you pay the entire year in one shot. But we have a special offer for you. Use the coupon code TQAWEE to receive the 20% off the entire lifetime of your account, which means if you went right now and paid for the entire year, you'd be getting almost every single one of your months at practically $5-6 a month, as opposed to paying almost $10 a month if you pay the entire yearly thing in one shot. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing to the show. Happy New Year's. Plenty of health, plenty of luck, and whatever you are trying to achieve with your blog. And have a great day.